What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tania Bright. I am a student astrologer, a mystic, and a tarot reader. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing your April 2020 predictions. The tarot readings are timeless though. Whenever you stumble upon them is when you're supposed to receive this message. So don't feel discouraged if it's not April anymore. I am going to be doing things a little bit differently. I do want to incorporate some astrology into these month ahead readings. So we are going to be talking about your sun sign and where that's transiting your chart. I also quickly kind of want to talk about Saturn being in Aquarius right now because I feel like it's very relevant since we have this pandemic going on. Saturn is a very innovative energy. It's all about the collective. It's all about bringing forth new ideas. It's a rebellious sign too, so usually it's about changing things for the better. And then we have Saturn, its home sign, which is about law, structure, boundaries, and resetting the status quo. Also really challenging our philosophy and our values as a collective and how we are attached, I guess, to like material things. For a lot of us, our material lifestyle changed since a lot of us are out of work right now or, might not be covered by our jobs. A lot of us are also forced to be at home with our families right now. We aren't able to go out due to quarantine. So there's a lot of change going on socially, and I feel like we're really lucky to have Aquarius in its home sign of Saturn right now because it's an energy that really brings forth new ideas after a point of destruction. It really is an energy that brings up the collective. Quarantine right now is really forcing a new social culture, and it's also kind of making us face a lot of, I don't want to say problems, but a lot of issues that we might have ignored in the home life. It's really forcing a lot of introspection right now since a lot of us are, we have a lot more time on our hands. We're spending a lot more time in isolation. So it's forcing this level of introspection. So a lot of us are able to really dive deep within ourselves and ask us, am I in the right place right now? Am I doing what am I doing something that truly fulfills me on a soul level? Aquarius is a very emotionally detached sign, so I feel like a lot of us too are having hard times sort of connecting with people on that level. But with all of this energy being accompanied by the double one, so rat year and Aries season, there's a lot of newness here as well. So I feel like this combination of energies is really kind of putting us in a place to find what's meant for us, to find what truly feeds our soul. It's bringing in a lot of new hobbies for people, a lot of new ideas, a new approach to social cultures, social structures, and whatnot. It's a lot of uncharted territory. I almost feel like the universe threw us this curved ball so we can sort of restructure our lives. Does that make sense? Even the government itself, I feel like, is restructuring. And a lot of astrologers predicted this back when Saturn was actually in Capricorn. They were saying social structures would fall and that we would have a new way of life. So I really want to just remind you guys to be brave and fearless during this time of adversity and really try to find the bright side of things. I know that's difficult, but there are always there's always a light to the darkness. There's always a bright side to things. So try to find the beauty within the chaos. Since a lot of us are so limited in terms of resources, is really going to teach us how to use the resources that we do have to its utmost value. And I think that's a lesson that we needed as a society. We have become super attached to having more and more and more that we sort of set it up for ourselves to never feel like we have enough. So really, as a society, we're forced to kind of face our attachments to our routines, to our goals, because a lot of that got, shaken up and maybe disrupted during this time. This is really sort of challenging our philosophy on material gains in specific and how we use that and what we do with that. So I feel like when we come out of quarantine, which a lot of astrologers are predicting might happen in May when Saturn dips back into Capricorn, I feel like we are going to sort of be tested here by the universe on what lessons did we learn during this pandemic. Are we going to step out of this pandemic as a society who, learned that we have to share, that we are only as strong as our weakest links, that everyone deserves health care, everyone deserves paid time off when they're sick, everyone deserves a roof over their heads. As a society, we should see this almost as like a reset period. Who are we when we come out of quarantine? It was really just brought to light how selfish we can be as a society when we were like clearing out all the shelves of like toilet paper and whatnot. I think it really showed us, like, as a society, what we would do in times of like chaos and adversity and scary times. And I feel like that's something to take note of, because if we were to continue that during like an apocalypse or whatever, we wouldn't survive. It would be a dog eat dog world. We would separate. We wouldn't know how to stand together. And I feel like that is a key lesson to learn here, is how can we stand together as a society. Also, with us being in Aries season, especially quarantine during Aries season, I feel like it's really important for us to figure out ways how to exert energy, because Aries is a very energetic sign, so I feel like a lot of us might have like our sleep patterns turned, like kind of like thrown off, or like we might even have a harder time falling asleep than usual. So I feel like this isn't a time to kind of like sit here and sulk in laziness and lethargicness. I feel like we have to find ways to exert this energy that Aries season is blessing us with. So hard work, work on your careers, work on your goals. This is a good time to exercise. This is a good time to try to eat right and do right by your body. All right, so that was my little spiel on this sort of pandemic, which I didn't want to ignore. Let's go ahead and get into these readings. So I calculated what house the sun is transiting for you based on your rising sign. So when I do talk about that, do watch it for your rising sign, but you're more than welcome to watch it for your moon, sun, and Mercury as well. What's up, Aries? So I know I look a little bit different. It's because it's a whole ass different day. But we're going to be talking about your sun sign and what houses it's transiting this month. So your sun sign is transiting your first house, and then it moves into your second house April 21st. So let's talk about what sun is in astrology. Sun is your outward personality, your father, your ego, your vitality, and wherever it sits in your birth chart, it sort of acts like a flashlight and illuminates that house. So you have your sun transiting your first house and then moves into your second house. So let's talk about the first house is. So the first house is very similar to the rising. So it's the mask you put on for the world, it's your outward personality, it's your self-image, your self-expression, your confidence, sort of your looks even. It can represent your looks as well. And then it moves into your second house. And your second house is all about material gains. It's your material gains, your values, how you respond to material gains and losses. It could also represent your family and your family's like money and their security as well. It could also just represent security in general. I feel like this is really an energy, Aries, where whatever you put out, you get back. So if you're putting out an energy where, you're building the momentum, you're working on your goals, and you're staying focused, you're pushing people around you to stay focused, you really get that back tenfold. I feel like this is also a month too where you guys are hyper aware of yourselves and what you put out and what you get back and your material gains and losses, so how you spend and how you save. And I feel like this is also a month too where you guys get a huge confidence boost, because you have sun sitting in your first house. That adds a lot of light and confidence and illumination. So I feel like you guys are going to be very sure of yourselves as well this month. I feel like this month too, with these placements, also give you a lot of vitality to self-improve, to actually get the careers that you want to manifest done. Like, you guys actually have the energy to do it this month. I feel like this is really a month to capitalize. It is your month. It's Aries season, so you guys are very comfortable with this energy as is. So I think you guys are really going to thrive a lot this month. All right, Aries, so that's it. That's all I have to say. Let's go ahead and jump into your tarot reading. What's up, Aries? Welcome to your month ahead reading. So right off the bat, I feel like this is going to be a very good month for you. I feel like you guys kind of are spotlighted this month. Not only is it Aries season, happy birthday, by the way, I just feel like since you guys have sun in your first house for most of the month, yeah, you guys are spotlighted. And I feel like you guys are really acting as a source of inspiration and strength and motivation for the people around you, which is beautiful. And I feel like you guys are going to get some really good karma for that. So let's go ahead and see what central themes are surrounding you, what energies you might need to look out for, what energies you might need to embody in order to better this month and get through this month. Let's see, that's what these oracle cards are for. I'm going to be pulling oracle cards, Moonology cards, tarot cards, and confirmation cards for you guys. So, ooh, fertility, hope. Fertility right off the bat is such a good card. Ooh, it just means you're in a position to birth something new, but I'll wait until all these cards are out before I start talking. Here we go. Ooh, a lot of that conflict and defeat energy around. Ooh, and there's 2 extras. Okay, let's go ahead and see what's going on here, what central themes you got. All right, we have truth. Firm foundation, love that for you. Love the number 4 for you this month, by the way, Aries. I don't know what it is, but the number 4 this month, like, really stands out. Then I have conflict and defeat, accelerated motion, intuition, light, disruption, fertility, and hope. Wonderful cards. I have to say, this conflict and defeat calls me. I feel like this is old conflict, not new conflict. I feel like this is old conflict in which, like, a door is still open to that conflict, and it's gonna close. It's gonna get resolved. It's gonna, you know, that last loose end is gonna get tied up this month. Whatever that conflict is, I feel like it's almost an injustice was done to you that is now going to work itself out. Like, it's gonna, like, that wrong will be made right this month. That's what I'm getting. Truth card, I think the truth about that conflict will come out. Disruption, I feel like that has to do with this pandemic. Obviously, you guys got hit on your birthday month. I'm so sorry, so I know it's really sucky. But I feel like this disruption card puts you guys in a position to really take a look at what's really important to you, because I feel like Aries, you guys can become workaholics super quickly. And it also kind of forces you guys to slow down, because I feel like you're very quick moving people as well. So I feel like this month kind of forces you all to slow down, rest, and take a look at, you know, what's actually important to you. And then we have light with fertility and hope. I feel like you guys are blessed this month with creativity and just the ability to birth something new. This could mean literal fertility as well. Like, if you're trying to get pregnant, you could possibly get pregnant this month. But more so, I'm picking up that you guys are just in a position where you have everything you need to create something new for yourself, something new and exciting. That's why we have light and hope. Intuition is here. I feel like you guys are going to get a lot of intuitive messages this month, or you guys might run on your intuition more than your intellect and emotions. Like, you might depend on your intuition a little bit more. It might be a little louder than usual. And accelerated motion, I feel like whatever you birth this month, whatever new thing you start, you really thrive right away. It picks up right away. It goes well right away. You see the results of it right away. All right, let's go ahead and get some Moonology cards in here for you. All right, Moonology messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mercury. This reading is timeless, by the way, so whenever you watch it is when you're supposed to watch it. If you stumble upon it later in the month, that's fine. All right, let's see what Moonology messages we have for Aries. I'm also picking up, Aries, like, this might not be true for all of you, but for some of you, I feel like you guys have adjusted to quarantine life really well. Like, I feel like you guys are actually kind of thriving. It's kind of like put you in a position where you got to, like, start new businesses or start a project or, you know, make that YouTube channel you've been wanting to make or something along those lines. I feel like it really gave you guys, like, the time you needed to do something creative other than slaving at your job. For some of you, that's just an intuitive message I got. Oh, look at that. We have an, ooh, okay. I think these are all your Moonology cards now. Let's see what we have here. a fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. I feel like that has to do with that conflict and defeat card I was talking about. Communication is key, new moon in Gemini. Show the world the real you, full moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. The answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. So much Gemini and Aqua energy here. Not sure if y'all are dealing with a Gemini or Aqua, but I thought I would point that out. So the answers you need are coming, and communication is key. I feel like, again, with fiery climax approaches, I feel like, again, that has to do with that previous conflict and defeat, that previous injustice gets made right. Whether that's you that did the injustice or someone else, either way, it gets made right. 555 when I said that, by the way. Bring love into the situation and show the world the real you. So I feel like when that conflict does come up, Aries, or that person comes back, I feel like it is important to go about it in a loving manner. And I say that in a sense where it's like, love yourself first, so protect your boundaries. You know, don't let toxic people back in. Love yourself first, but don't add to the fire. Don't add to the flame. Lay it to rest. It's a done deal. Goodbye. Close that door. It doesn't have to be a big old show. You know what I mean? I would just lay it to rest. Show the world the real you. I feel like that also has to do with that truth card. Like, let your truth be made heard. Let your light be seen. It is your month. It is your time to shine, Aries. So, shine. And, like, I feel like that's also super interesting because you do have Sun in your first house, which is, you know, the house of outward personality. So, I feel like show the world your personality. I feel like you guys are super funny, like, uplifting people, and the world needs that right now. We need your Aries energy. Let's see what's going on to the week with the week to week now. Okay. So all my cards are upright. So if any of them fall in the reverse, that's just the way Spirit intended the message, okay? So I do read the reversals though. Okay, let's see what's going on. Week 1 for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mercury, please. Okay. Yeah. Let's see, week 2, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mercury. Ooh, there we go. That's the conflict. Week 2. Week 2, Aries, is when that plays out. You know, that might not be true for all of you, too. Not all of you might be going through a conflict right now. This is a general message, so, you know, there's messages in here for everybody, in my opinion. So if you don't resonate with every single week, that's fine. You're more than welcome to book a private reading with me. I will link that down below. Ooh, so this is our week 3, and like I said, beautiful 3 of Pentacles. Let's see what's going on week 4. And that 8 of Swords, momentum picking up. Yep. All right. What else is going on our week 4 for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury? There we go. There's your month. So let's see what we're looking at here, Aries. All right, so we have 6 of Swords in reversed with 7 of Cups. All right, now we have 7 of Swords with 7 of Pentacles. So that number 7 is very prevalent. We have 7, 7, 7. 8 of Wands with the 3 of Pentacles, and then Queen of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. Beautiful. So week 1, Aries, if you had travel plans or anything along those lines, obviously that's been canceled. That's like one thing the 6 of Swords could resemble. Another thing I'm getting with this first week is you guys just might have trouble deciding what it is you want to work on, deciding on what project it is you want to pick up. I feel like you guys are bored. You want to pick something up. You want to do something. You want to start something like a business, a YouTube channel, whatever. But you kind of have a lot of options. Not sure which one to do. But I feel as though whatever one you choose to do, you're quite supported and you'll be quite good at. All right. And then our second week, that's when we have that conflict. The second week is that 7 of Swords energy with 7 of Pentacles, which kind of to me means like you're feeling a little tired of it, a little bit like you want to give it up already, but here it is, it's come back to like bite you in the booty. But this 7 of Swords energy to me tells me that some of you got like blamed for something you didn't do, or someone like did you dirty perhaps. I don't know who this is for. But this is the tea. Someone did you dirty when you were intoxicated or under the influence of some sort. And you have to work through that the second week. I don't know which Aries that is for, but someone did you dirty when you were under the influence, and that has to be faced, okay? Another thing I'm picking up on with this Seven of Swords energy is someone might have literally stolen from some of you. Like, straight up stolen. So maybe that was like the dirty thing that was done while y'all were sleeping. Like, maybe while you're sleeping, someone, I don't know, this is very specific, but I'm picking up on this. Like, maybe while you were sleeping, someone literally like ordered themselves an Uber on your phone, or like DoorDash themselves some food on your phone, and you woke up the next morning like, what? When did I do that? And if that keeps happening, like, that's somebody literally stealing from you. So those are just some like examples of what the Seven of Swords energy could be, and I think certain areas are really going to resonate with that. But whatever that conflict is, you face it, and it gets, you know, you right that wrong. Second week, you right that wrong. Third week, you guys start to collaborate. You guys start to make new friends. You guys start to get recognized. Things start to pick up. Momentum starts to pick up. I think you decide what you want to do, finally, and people are loving it. People are recognizing it. Three of Pentacles, to me, is a card of collaboration and the card of people stopping to admire what you're doing. So I feel like that is a key thing that happens the third week that really propels you guys forward. You guys are like, oh my god, people actually like this. I might be doing the right thing. And then fourth week, we have Queen of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups tells me that whatever it is you decide to do, Aries, get whatever necessary knowledge, tools, education, you know, do your research. Whatever it is you need to do to further yourself in that field, do it. Get it done. So if you're, you know, creative, learn how to edit maybe, or get a nicer camera, or something along those lines. Whatever it is you need, tools, education, or knowledge or research, make it happen. Queen of Cups tells me that whatever you guys pick up this month, you absolutely love it. You absolutely love it. You're very passionate about it. Queen of Cups is the utmost love. I feel like for some of you, you guys finally go for that creative project or that business that you've been wanting to start, and you guys fall in love with it. The good, the bad, and ugly, you fall in love with it, and it's really beautiful. So let's go ahead and pull some confirmation cards now. All right, what a good month for you, Aries. Ooh, there's one. There's two. I know that wants to come out. Three. Oh, that one went flying. Yeah, that wants to come out. All right, so those are your confirmation messages. Let me go ahead and read them out to you. So I have the Magician. It says you can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. Told y'all, whatever you start this month really takes off. Then I have Nine of Ariel. It says your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. I love for the beautiful things in life. Beautiful message. Then I have Solutions. Solutions to that conflict. Yes. It says success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. Told you that solution. You're going to get the answers you need. You're going to get the answers you need. All right. And then I have Three of Gabriel. It says prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. And then I have Leap of Faith. It says believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. Leap of Faith. Just go ahead and do it. Start that project. Start that business. You know, start that relationship. Whatever it is, do it. And 1414 when I said that, by the way, on the time. Then I have Six of Ariel. It says material needs get fulfilled in magical ways. You have that twice. The universe is supporting you. Whatever you do, you're going to get your needs to make it happen. It says acts of kindness or giving or receiving energy with a grateful heart. The world is here. A very happy ending coming full circle. Spiritual growth. I feel like that has to do with that conflict. It all comes full circle, finally. And then I have Two of Ariel. It says it's important to have balance, working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. Wonderful! You guys got so much confirmation on pretty much everything I said. Like I said, this month is a month for career. and advancement in life, whatever that is, whatever you need to advance in life. This is a month to make it happen. All right, Aries, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel because I'm going to do monthly love readings next. So subscribe to this channel. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.